The government has begun enforcing the mandatory evacuation of people living near dams and other high-risk fragile ecosystems to avert further floods-related disasters. The Interior Ministry on Thursday warned that 178 dams and water reservoirs have filled up from the ongoing rains, posing risks to those living around them. At the same time, the Tana and Athi River Development Authorities has allayed fears of the Masinga and Kiambere dams, which are overflowing, saying they pose no risk of breaking their banks. Mary Morki reports.
The waters at Masinga and Kiambere dams have reached an historic high, prompting government agencies to put in place measures to avoid possible catastrophe for residents living around the dams and downstream. Officials from the Tana and Athi River Development Authority visited the two dams to assess the situation and warned communities living downstream to evacuate to higher grounds. But the authority, however, says there is no cause for alarm.
We are satisfied as a board of directors. The measures we have put in place, they are strong enough to safeguard. All our spillways are safe. There are a number of them in this dam. What you have seen here is just one. Tukitaberea hivi kuna zingine up the stream. And those are ready just in case the water increases. As far as we are concerned now, there's no cause for alarm.
Interior CS Professor Kithure Kindiki on Thursday warned that 178 dams and reservoirs are overflowing due to the ongoing floods and issued a 24-hour ultimatum for those living around the dams and other high-risk fragile ecosystems to vacate or be forced to vacate. President William Ruto, in his address to the nation, directed county security teams to enforce the relocation order by 6 p.m. on Friday.
The Ministry of Interior is hereby directed to enforce the relocation notices issued earlier upon their expiry at 6:30 p.m. today. The public is called upon to respect and adhere to safety alerts and interventions and to cease and desist from risking their lives or the lives of others by daring the force of nature.
To cushion those affected by the evacuation, the government has set up 115 camps for internally displaced persons across 19 counties. According to a circular by the Interior Ministry, the government has made specific interventions to meet their essential food supplies for the duration they will be in the camps. Already, security teams have begun evacuation of all persons residing within the immediate neighborhood of the overflowing 178 filled-up or near-filled up dams.
The national government, in conjunction with the county government and all players, of course, and under the guidance of our Ministry of Assaults and Disaster Management, has put in place and continues to put in place interventions and is setting in place designated areas where these communities and these families will be relocated to. In those respected counties, they know their designated areas, and it is published in the National Government Administration offices as well as the county administration. And it's being communicated time and again through the elected leaders, through the religious leaders and the institutions of mechanisms of, for example, Nyumba Kumi.
In Nakuru County, the Water CEC led county and security officials on an inspection tour of dams around the county to assess their safety after speculation online that a dam in Mwega village was on the verge of breaking its banks.
Tumehakikisha kwamba the dams or the ponds are stable, in a stable condition. Zote ziko na spillway ya kutosha. Yes, maji zinaingia, lakini zinatoka kwa kipimo ambacho inastahili. Na watangazieni kwa niaba ya serikali ya county government kwamba you are safe as far as the 3 dams are concerned upstream.
The National Government Administration officers are collaborating with county governments, humanitarian organizations and other stakeholders to ensure a smooth and timely execution of notification, evacuation and provision of necessary support for those living in high-risk areas. Miri Mwoki, Citizen TV.